Welcome back. We're here discussing Volkswagen repair with our substitute teacher, Jane Lavoy. Jane, you were talking about putting that motor of a trash can and doing a valve job, which I think was pretty common among those Volkswagens.
Yeah,
that
was
vintage.
quite often. And he would leave for the evening and leave me at the place by myself, and I was supposed to strip the motor all the way down. Then he could come in the next morning, do the valve job, leave it for me the next night to put back together. But I was also dealing with customers who would pull in at night, and I was in the city. I was in Endicott, New York,
Yeah.
in the city, and it was a little uncomfortable being a woman and being by myself in the building at night. So I would put the radio on in the back, and if somebody came in, I'd holler, "I'll take care of them," so they would think that somebody else was there with me.
Smart.
But I also had, meanwhile, put my name in for civil service teaching positions and was called and got a job teaching at Sunmount.
Okay.
And when they called me, they said Tupper Lake, and I said, where? My family had never been the camping, canoeing, outdoorsy type folks, hunting, so I had never been to the Adirondacks. But the person on the phone told me, you go to Watertown and hang a right, go about halfway across, and that's where we are. So I came for the interview and got the job and moved up here.
And the rest is sort of history, but you know what's unique about that? It's sort of like Jerry Flanagan. You come across as if you were born and raised here. You're so accepted into the region, well, both in Tupper and even here, which is really
Well, that
unique.
was 1970, December of '73 when I moved to Tupper Lake. So
Still, it could have been 1873. They're not going to accept you in most cases unless you have something special to offer. But speaking of special, Jane, tell me what you think is special about this school.
Oh, well, sometimes people ask me that, and what I usually say is, it's small, no one is falling through the cracks. You don't have a chance to fall through the cracks, because you're halfway to the crack and somebody's pulling you back out by the top of your shirt. There's a lot of individual attention, small classes so you can be involved with the students actively, each student, and I find almost every student very easy to deal with, pleasant, cooperative. Of course, you know, you're going to have exceptions occasionally, but it's a pleasure, and I've been here long enough that when the students walk in, it's not like, oh, wow, here's a substitute, what can we get away with? Because they know that I know this is what Mrs. or Mr. So-and-so has for his routine, this is what he allows or doesn't.
And how many years, something right, but how many years have you been studying here?
I think this is 22.
It's a good run in anybody's boat.
It came in the spring, and I believe it was 22 years.
Well, you know, you're part of the I consider you part of the faculty, and with that, I'd just like to just publicly announce that you are the second Mount Award winner for the month of May.
Oh, wow.
And you'll be recognized at the June 9th board meeting. Now does it all come together now? I was asking you, are you
Okay.
available on June 9th?
Yes, you did, and I put it on my calendar. I'm thinking, why am I supposed to come to the board meeting?
Well, now you know. It'll be 7 o'clock, and we'll get you early on, so you can get you in and out of there and get you back to Tupper Lake. But I think
Very
you
nice.
certainly
Well,
deserve
thank
that, and I know the board will be happy to hear this. So
that's exciting news.
absolutely. So with that, we're going to close this segment of Carlisle's Corner in the latter part of May 2016, and I've enjoyed speaking with you.
Nice to speak to you. Thank you for having me, and thank you for this award. This is
Absolutely.
very exciting.
We're looking forward to it.